Hey guys, are you planning to apply for fall 2024? Do you want to know the exact steps and the best time to take them? Starting all the way from university shortlisting to visa interviews, here's the updated fall 2024 timeline in this video just for you. Let's go! We've built this admission timeline based on two assumptions: the general time it takes students to prepare and complete each step, as well as the deadlines of top 100 US universities for popular courses. As always, keep in mind that this is a general timeline and that it may vary from person to person. With that said, let's look at month-wise the different steps that you need to take and why you need to cover them in this particular order. Phase 1, Feb to June. The first important step is to finalize the country and course of your choice. From our experience, we've seen many students are very clear on where they want to study, like USA or Canada, but are unclear on what course is best for them. Similarly, we've also seen many students are very clear on what they want to study, like MS in CS or MS in MIS, but are very confused about their final destination. Either way, it's very important to finalize this step because all your subsequent steps are dependent on this one, like your budget, the examinations that may be required, your profile suitability, your university options, etc. For example, if you choose to study in Germany, you will be required to prepare and give the German language test, and this has to be part of your admission timeline. So how do students usually decide this? While most students think about long-term career goals, the job opportunities for their specific course in their country of choice, the amount of time they have to find a suitable job, etc., it should also be dependent on two more factors, which is your budget as well as your current profile. You don't need to have a final number in terms of your budget, a rough estimate will do. Similarly, for your profile, you need to have a good understanding of how competitive it is in terms of your GRE, GPA scores, your work experience, research experience, etc. Next, you need to make a list of the different exams that you need to take and start preparing for them. For most students, this is the GRE and TOEFL or IELTS. Whichever course you may be applying to, a competitive GRE score is a fantastic way to boost your admission chances. Most students aim for a 310 plus and take anywhere between 2 to 3 months to prepare. Similarly, they aim for a 90 plus in TOEFL or a 7 plus in IELTS and take an additional month or two to prepare. If you'd like us to make a video on how to decide your target scores, then comment down below and let us know. Yocket Pro Tip. If you want a faster way to decide your target GRE score, then check out Yocket's free GRE style diagnostic test. This will give you an idea of what kind of GRE score you will get if you took the GRE today. Based on this, you can prepare a realistic preparation timeline as well as benchmark a target score. Additionally, if you're also curious to know what kind of universities you can target with this diagnostic score or your target score, then check out Yocket's free college finder. You can input your existing profile details like your CGPA, your research experience, work experience, as well as your diagnostic score, target GRE score, etc., and get a personalized list of university recommendations based on your profile. Our AI machine learning algorithm gives you recommendations based on 900,000 students and their admission details, so check it out and let us know. Phase 2, June to August. Once you've completed your preparation, the next obvious step is to take the exam. Most students take the GRE between July to September, but keep in mind that because of such high competition, it may be difficult to find a date of your choice within your city, especially if you live in metros like Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, etc. Yocket Pro Tip. Before you take the GRE, make sure to shortlist universities, since as part of your GRE registration fee, you can send your scores to up to 4 universities for free at the test center immediately after the exam. Post this, if you want to send your scores to any university, you will have to order an additional score report which costs you $27 or approximately 2,200 rupees per report. Phase 3, September to December. Once you've taken all your exams, it's time to revisit your original university shortlist and make changes depending on your final test scores. Most students decide to apply to 8 to 10 universities in every intake. Once you have your final university shortlist, it's time to begin your applications. While the individual components may vary depending on the course and university, the most time-consuming process is the documentation. That is your statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, resume, and transcripts. The statement of purpose is an essay that tells the university who you are, what you've done so far academically and professionally, and why you're interested to study masters at that particular university. In the absence of an interview, it's an important tool for the admissions committee to get to know you beyond just the numbers and decide on your admit. Since most Indian students have never written an SOP before, they spend at least a month writing and editing until the SOP is persuasive and compelling. Next comes the LOR or the letter of recommendation. Most master's program require 2 to 3 letters of recommendation, and since it comes usually from an academic head, professor, mentor or manager, it's important to give them enough time to write an excellent draft. We recommend that most students give their recommenders at least 3 to 4 weeks to write the LOR. Lastly, coming to academic transcripts. Academic transcripts are official records which indicate all the subjects you've taken so far, as well as the grades you've received in them, and as well as any additional remarks. Since different colleges and universities across India have different policies or procedures to obtain academic transcripts, it's important to give yourself enough time in advance to know the procedure and get the transcripts in time for your application deadlines. Yocket pro tip. If you're also interested in securing scholarships for studying abroad, then you may need to write an additional scholarship essay or have deadlines which are earlier than the standard deadline. Usually these deadlines are in late October or early November, so adjust your timeline accordingly. Phase 4. November to January. Once you've completed all your application components, make sure to apply to universities before the deadline. Most universities and programs have deadlines starting from late November, that is from November 30th, going all the way up to late January, that is January 31st. Many of these universities also offer multiple rounds of deadlines, but it's always advisable to apply in the first deadline itself to get better chances of securing funding, fee waivers, etc. Yocket pro tip. If you'd like a clear list of deadlines for the upcoming fall intake, then check out Yocket's deadline tracker. Select your country, course and intake of your choice and you will get a list of universities along with the upcoming deadlines. You can also sort these deadlines by rank and popularity, so check it out and let us know. Phase 5. February to April. If you've applied in the fall, you will typically receive decisions from universities during this time. If you have multiple admits, you need to finalize the best one for you and submit your acceptance. Once you've accepted your admission, you need to apply for an I-20 form, compare and apply for an education loan, as well as prepare and apply for an F1 visa. Phase 6. May to July. The last phase is to clear your visa interview and then prepare for your flight abroad. As per F1 visa rules, you may enter the US as early as only 30 days before the start of your course date, which means that most students fly off to their university during late July or early August. And that's it. That's the full timeline. As you can see, it takes about a year and a half from the moment you decide you want to study abroad to actually landing at your dream university. Though the process may look complicated, don't worry, it's not. Lakhs of students go through this process every year, and with professional guidance like Yocket, you can make the journey easy, smooth, and maybe even enjoyable. As always, if you liked the video and found the content helpful, please like and subscribe so that other study abroad aspirants may find these videos on YouTube. If you have any questions, then do drop them in the comments below. But that's all from us today. Until I see you next time in another video, this is Shruti signing off. Ta-da!